too okay with playing house? If you remove the living arrangement, what would be the current status of your relationship? Why buy the cow if the milk is free? They're good for milk until they're better for meat. My God. Now,
Did you say that?
Now I'm preaching.
Did you just say that?
Like, now I'm actually in
what
my
does
bag.
that even mean?
I'm a culture shaper. This ain't fake, this is live. I'm a culture shaper.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Kultur Shaper Podcast, Black people's favorite podcast where we be black and we love Jesus. I'm dezlovesburgers.
I'm Thomas Salisbury.
We already ran this, but then my little she had called me. I'm saying, I gotta. Can we? Dang! She the one, bro. She the one, bro. I knew it, bro. I tried to tell you, bro. That was like the crispiest one we've had in I don't know how long, bro.
I didn't even try.
Bro.
She's gonna replace me.
Bro. This is what I'm talking about.
Good for him.
The confirmation I needed to start the episode on, bro.
Bad for me. Good for him.
And I was really just about to say, bro, like, I was talking to her last night about this one girl I used to talk to, right? And that one girl actually found the podcast. She would watch the podcast, and I'm not gonna lie, she probably still does, bro. And she would watch the podcast, and she would tell me stuff like, hey, whatever girl, like, people who do X, Y, and Z, like, they're so dumb. Like, oh my God, I can't believe people did that, like, for real. And I'll be thinking, like, girl, I'm talking about you. Like, this whole topic was brought about because of you.
This is crazy. Shout out that.
And in this one, girl, this one,
Yeah. Sent from heaven?
this is manna.
Wow.
This is manna.
Wow.
I think that I'll say this, that I won't be the person that like prematurely, because we haven't known each other that long. I won't be the one that prematurely says, but I'll say that she's a person that I would like to have in my life forever. And as a man, when you know you want someone, you fight for what you want. You stay with that person and you figure out how to lock in. You know what I mean? Like, if you really want that person. Now, if our lives don't align, then that's gonna be one thing. There's like so many in there, but it's okay. Just come sit down. All right, we gotta cross through. Oh my God. If you if that person, did you roll that too?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But so I was just saying that if that person, if you want to be fight for them as a man, right? And now our lives may not align in the future, but as far as like marriage, right? And I don't know that. We'll see with time. But I really would like her to be my life.
Yeah.
Maybe we should talk about the other topic then, since we already got off to the relationship start.
Should we?
Cohabitation. Let's talk about the dangers of cohabitation.
Okay. That's fine.
So the main question that and I have some topics here, Thomas. So maybe you can like play with this and like do like sections. Okay. So this first section: why buy the cow if the milk is free? If someone can get everything marriage offers without the commitment, what's the actual incentive to commit? Okay.
It's so true.
So you've heard the saying before: why buy the cow if the milk is free? Right?
Yeah, the most demeaning thing. It compares women to cows and their love to milk.
I love that you just said that. Say it one more time for the folks in the back.
It's so demeaning to women. Freaking women. I love them. I hate periods.
Why would they do that to women? Which I love.
God. I love them so much with my heart. It's very demeaning comparing them to cows.
So, okay, here's why I hate that statement. And this actually leads me right to my topic, is that we emphasize that statement too much for women. When your milk is valuable too. Pause. My God. The way that came out. Like I'm sorry.
My man milk is valuable too.
That's not what I said, gang.
That's what he said, bro. Verbatim. Word for word.
No, but you're valuable too as a man. And if I have to look back into my past mess ups that I call a relationship, I would tell younger me that you are valuable too. And stop acting like these women are the prize, because you are a prize from God as well. Now, what I'm not saying is, I'm not trying to get us into the manosphere saying that you're the one. She needs you.
You're the prize.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that you are a prize just as much as she is. And I would love to see as a society if we both could start just looking at the other one as the prize and not have to treat ourselves like that. So then we don't have to have that conversation, right?
Yeah.
But right now, for where we are, us as men, we have to protect ourselves. The Bible says, guard your heart above all things, right? Above all things, guard your heart. You have to protect yourself. So what does guarding your heart look like in relationships? So we're talking about cohabitation. Let's define cohabitation. Cohabitation is living together before marriage.
Yeah.
It's a fancy way that Christians try to describe shacking up.
Shacking up.
Y'all just,
Shacking
yeah,
up.
sin is a foot.
Sin is a foot.
Sin-
The foot, the big toe, the pinky,
Sinning
ring toe.
straight from your feet. Keep your legs closed until there's a ring on it. That's the rule. That's what the Bible say. That's
Yeah.
law. Don't try to sleep around with your boo. That's law. Just wait until you married. That's what do. That's law. Oh, wait, let's go back.
All right.
Don't try to shack it. Don't try no shacking up with your boo.
That's law.
Just wait until you say I do.
That's law.
Ooh, that's it. It's simple.
Yeah,
Okay,
Very simple.
right? We're not no deconstructionists on this podcast. We ain't trying to read think what the Bible say. It's
Bible
clear.
say it right there. That's
Now-
too much work.
Do people be shacking up? Yeah. Is it common?
Yes.
Is it more common today than it's ever been before? Yes. This is fact.
Yeah.
Okay, so what can we do now? Step one is move out, but this is not the type of podcast, so we're not like that is step one. But we're gonna talk a little bit more about the why behind it. Okay, and so that was my backtrack to what cohabitation is, living together before you're married. And I just feel like I would go back and tell my younger self that you're valuable too, because I was more so worried about my partner and what she did or did not gain, that I did not consider how I was setting myself up to be hurt. Okay?
Yeah.
There's a difference between being chosen and being convenient. The picture that I want to paint is that would you rather be one who has made the relationship convenient so they chose you, or they chose you because they see a fight? Or they chose you because they see something that's worth a fight. Because when life gets hard and you're not able to be at your 100%, if that person chose you out of convenience, they're leaving.
Yeah.
And
This is true.
that is just one thing that cohabitation inherently leads to, because you have access to that person without a covenant. Access without a covenant tells the other person what you're worth to them, whether you say it out loud or not.
You didn't even put no money down.
You've that's all it is you did not show me you're worth it. And like, let's really actually talk about that, because even to buy a home, you got to put some money up front. You got to put something down.
Put some up
Right?
front, go through a whole background check.
Yeah.
process of it all.
And I just feel like we put a lot more effort into making purchases for a handgun or for a home than we do for our life partner. And maybe it's because maybe there needs to be a conversation surrounding the sanctity of marriage, around the holy nature of what marriage is, right? We talked about before, like dating is cute, but marriage is beautiful. What makes marriage beautiful? Part of what makes marriage beautiful is the reflection of Christ. It's a direct reflection of the values of Christ, not even the values of Christ himself. The way that Christ loves the church is how we as men are supposed to love our brides. There's so much. First Peter talks about it. Or is that Second Peter? No, First Peter talks about it. Ephesians 5 talks about it. There's so much in the Bible that speaks directly to loving your spouse, submitting to your spouse, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. What is not spoken about in the Bible is being committed to someone where there's no covenant there.
Yeah.
There's nowhere in the Bible. I dare you to find it and show me where it says that, where it tells you the commitment you owe to somebody because they like on you. Because until you're married, that is your brother or your sister in Christ, right? Proximity is not commitment. Sharing an address is not sharing a life. Y'all playing house.
Your roommates.
And it is too common. We are too okay with that, with playing house. The design of pursuit exists because value is communicated through effort. That's the whole reason why a man should find a wife. Because it's that effort that shows me whether you are or are not worth it. But let's flip it, because I wish young Des heard this. So young men, younger men, because I know I'm young too, but younger men, actually forget that. All men, you're worth it too. Though she may not pursue you in the way that you're pursuing her, women should still pursue a relationship. Why does that sound so foreign to come out my mouth? Why does that feel uncomfortable to say? Your woman should pursue you. As a man, your woman should pursue you.
I think it's the talk that the women are the prize. The women are the cow in the scenario, right? They're the ones that be put on the mantle, which they should be. But at the same time, the king and the queen sit next to each other. They rule together.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And I feel like you have to show me that you desire to rule with me. This is not a one-sided thing where I'm showing you that I want someone to rule next to me. Show me that you want to rule beside me as well.
Yeah, is it even worth ruling together?
Yeah, exactly.
Does it make sense?
So when you remove the pursuit, you inherently remove that signal.
Mm-hmm.
You inherently remove that call. I mean, even if you look in nature, like mating calls, even if you look, every aspect of life, there's some form of signal that says we can do this, right? And of course, mating calls, we know what that means. Like it's more specific, and we're not thinking as animalistic when we're talking about marriage between humans. But I feel like, God is all through nature, and it still reflects the same concepts. So I feel like new Christians need to hear the sequence, because the sequence does matter. When we're talking about Genesis 2:24. Can I read some Bible?
Read the Bible, bro.
I didn't pull it up, so I'm about to pull it up. But we know the leave and cling,
Mm-hmm.
leave and cling, join in one flesh.
Yeah, straight from Genesis.
It's not a I mean, I know leave and cling sounds real good, right? But leave and cling, become one flesh is not just something that's poetic. It's a biblical mandate. And as we get more into this episode, I want to talk more about why I believe it's so important. Because you can share a bed and still be strangers to another person's soul. My God, I'm preaching on accident.
That was crazy. Should blurt that out, bro. Ain't nobody need to hear that.
They didn't want to hear that. I'm getting into somebody's business, ain't I? I'm getting into somebody's business. Because these Negroes, they were convenient.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't get chosen. You just got kept.
Don't say that. Blur it out. Bleep it out.
I think I'm preaching too good. I'm preaching better than listening.
This is crazy.
You talking about some, oh yeah, he's the one. He didn't even choose you. You just got kept. You got kept around.
You got kept?
You might as well stay because you get mail here.
Might as well.
And what kind of nonsense is that?
It's like when you find a basketball at the court. Like, I already got one, but like, whatever. I'll bring this one home too, just in case.
And then where that basketball gonna go? Wow. Wow. Okay. Access without the covenant is not intimacy. It's just an audition. Y'all just playing house. Let's talk about Genesis 2:24. This is why a man leaves his father. Take note. Why a man leaves his father.
Oh.
This is why. Okay, let's read 23.
Okay.
2:23. And the man said, this one at last is bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh, and will be called woman, for she was taken from man. This is why a man leaves his father.
Leaves.
And mother and bonds with his wife.
Bonds.
And they become one flesh.
One flesh. I'm sorry.
Both the man and his wife were naked, yet felt no sin. That part's not relevant until the fall of sin. All right. Fall of man. So, leave and cling. Leave and cleave.
Cling.
Leave and cling, leave and cleave, whatever.
Yeah.
Leave and cleave.
Leave.
Cleavage. That's all I'm worried about.
Right. That's what Adam was.
Cleavage. Sorry.
It's just so true. You don't got to
deprived.
apologize for the truth.
I'm deprived.
Yeah,
Can we talk about that?
That's next episode.
All right. I got one more scripture, Songs of Solomon or Songs of Song, 8:4, but we'll come back to that, okay? So my question right now is to people is, are you in a relationship where you have all the benefit of the marriage without the security of it? Because I feel like that is probably the biggest mistake that I made.
Mm-hmm.
When you go out of order, you lose God's providential power. When you go out of order, you lose God's providential power. Write that down. That's point number 3. Mm-hmm. Can you genuinely expect God to bless a situation where he didn't sanction it? Now, we've talked about this a few times, is that you're asking for God's blessing on your life where he had no say-so in what the steps you were taking were going to be, right? And that does not take away from God's sovereignty or his providential nature. But God does offer limits to his providential power by choice, right? Mm-hmm. We talk about his perfect will versus his conditional will versus his allowed will. Like he allows you to do things, okay? Though it may not have been in God's perfect will, he, of course, still is in control of all things, yet he gave humans dominion over the earth. So we therefore do have the ability and the free will to make choices. When you choose to use your free will to shack up with that dude, to shack up with that girl, to move in, you have excommunicated yourself from the natural ordained order that God established for marriage. So you have taken the steps to follow, you have taken the steps to get to the outcome of marriage without following the proper order. When you are out of order, you are out of alignment with God. God is the God of decency and order. God is the God of decency and
Order.
so when you're out of order, you are no longer in alignment with Christ. And if you're no longer in alignment with Christ, you have chosen to remove yourself from the promises that he's given you, for one, regarding that. Okay? So let's talk about like the promises. If if we know that marriage is, which it is, marriage is a God-ordained covenant. Okay? It's protected by God. That means that man cheat on you, you marry that man cheat on you, gonna burn. He gonna burn and itch.
Ooh.
He gonna be scratching
Burn and itch.
and itch.
That sounds like
You ever
something
had both?
That no.
Really? I thought we all did before.
No.
Mm,
No.
mm.
Yeah.
Cut that part out.
Leave it in for a doctor, bro.
Nah,
A second opinion.
nah. And I don't mean that like literally, like, oh yeah, he cheated on you, now he gonna literally catch an STD. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is that God will protect the covenant, and justice is owed. Now, where is justice not owed? When you and that dude was shacking up, hunching with no ring on it, y'all both was sinning. So now he chose to go cheat on you. God's not protecting that.
Yeah. I was out of alignment anyway.
Y'all was out of alignment. And I feel like that is the main danger of cohabitation, is that you set yourself up to be hurt, that when another person chooses to live their life how they want to, they have the full right to do that. It's not protected by God.
Yeah.
What is marriage? How does one get married?
That's a good question.
What do you think?
I mean, back then, when Jesus turned water to wine, there was a whole big old celebration. Families come together, they do the whole ceremony, and then boom, you're married. Back then, it was like almost arranged, kind of, sort of. But nowadays, we kind of freely choose through the Christian, I guess, pathway. We kind of have our own little system, so where it's, I guess, church predicated, if that makes sense. You find the person, you leave and cleave, and then through counseling and through prayer, then you guys can come together and be married, I guess.
So how did we go from? So here's a conversation that I had before. Was, since I feel like we're gonna just be open about it. A conversation that I've had before was, well, we could just be married. So we are.
You just say it. What's stopping me from being like, okay, I want to marry her. I want to marry her. I want to marry him. So we'd be married. And like, we want to get married. Is that how it works?
Genuine question, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a lot of people have this question. Answer is no. By definition, biblically mandated marriage comes from a public declaration and following a legal framework.
Mhm.
So if there is no legal framework that has been followed and no public declaration of marriage union, right? And in the Christian culture, we want to see it being, we want to see you guys married through a minister, right? In the public declaration, that is the definition of marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's actually important because the question you just asked, I think is very important. And that same conversation, and honestly, I know it's a real question, and it's like no shade because I thought the same thing. But then I look back like, so then how is it that we talked about like we're married for real, and then now you decided you don't want to do that no more, so you just left? Who's gonna stop you?
Not the church. They didn't even know about it.
Not the church. Not
Not your pastor.
not the justice system.
Not the justice
Not the
system at
courts.
all.
I'm not getting half of nothing, even though you was
Mm.
broke. I'm not getting half of nothing. I'm not getting half of your nothing.
There's nothing.
And this Negro, I'm not getting half of your nothing. And I'm not getting it. It's not protected by God.
Yeah. Whoops.
Mm.
Whoops, my bad.
Dangerous
You're bad.
of cohabitation. You can step outside of his order and survive, but you're not covered. You're navigating without his GPS. So can you drive without a GPS?
Yeah,
Yes.
you can drive all over the place.
Is it advisable? Maybe,
If you know where you're going.
if you know where you're going.
If you know where you're going.
How long can you drive and know where you're going?
Yeah.
My answer would be not very long. Let's really talk about the GPS. If the Lord is our GPS, right? You can only drive so long without knowing. You can only drive so long and know where you're going. And where can you go without a GPS? To the places you've already been. So can you navigate without God? Can you navigate without a GPS? Yes. But you're most likely, let's start over. Can you navigate without God? Yes. Can you navigate without a GPS? Yes. But you're most likely to just end up back in the same places that you left already. The longer you navigate without following God, the longer you navigate without a GPS, without following the coordinates or the given direction in your life, the more times you will keep going back to the same places you had already been. And I don't know about anybody else's life, but I know about me. I don't want to repeat what I've already done. I
Exactly.
don't want to go back to where I've already been. Where I went and I came through, I want to leave from there. But the longer that I stay out of alignment with God, the longer that I deny his will, that I go against where he's trying to tell me to go, the more times I will repeat my same past mistakes. The more times I will go back to the bad places that I know I should not been. And I will go back to doing the bad habits that I had no business doing in the first place because I'm not following the new places that God is trying to take. You cannot go old places, or sorry, you cannot go new places following old directions. My God. That's a word. You're not going new places following old directions. Yeah.
True. It's so true. You have a map.
Mm-hmm.
It's right there.
Mm-hmm. So the word is that you can be in the wrong and still make it work. You just won't be covered. Surviving and thriving are not the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can survive, okay? You're not going to thrive.
Yeah. What's the definition of survive? Living.
And you're only going to do that for so long. You're going to do that for so long. The psalmist said, like a deer panting for the stream or panting for water. It's like, that's how we thirst for Christ. So we thirst for the concept of God himself. It's like, even if you don't know God, that's why atheists long for that thing, for that. That's
For
why
something.
now
Whatever
we're
it is.
like, the most common belief is agnostic. I believe in something. I don't really care for religion. I don't really care for what it is, but I believe there's probably something out there. It's because we all know in our hearts that there's something.
Mm-hmm.
There's something. We're yearning for something, right? We're
Yeah.
longing for something. So that's why the psalmist said we thirst for him like a deer panting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Living together will make you do stuff that you ain't got no business doing. We know the obvious one, right? 1 Corinthians 6:18 says, flee sexual immorality. That means you better
Run. Flee. Run. Get away from it. Flee.
See?
More importantly, what do you do when you flee?
Did you see how I ran?
That was good. That was
Thank you.
good. I was
I was
going to try and make a
practicing.
word, but I think you kind of,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know if I should anymore.
You want me to
It
run
might be
again?
embarrassing. No,
Oh.
just stay put.
Okay.
What do you do when you flee? What
We're
kind
out
of
of
goes in
breath.
conjunction with flee? Run out of breath?
Yeah.
All right, you're good. Back in front of the microphone. You breathe a little hard now.
Sorry.
When you flee,
Mhm.
usually that's coupled with yelling for help. All right, never mind. See, this is why I didn't want to say.
No, I wanted you to keep going.
Nah, I didn't have anything else to say.
You gotta just be confident, more confident with it.
All right, I'll do what you do. You gotta do this. This is your thing that you do. What comes in?
You making me look gay. That's not bad.
What do you want from me?
That was offensive.
What do you want from me? When it comes to fleeing, you can also cry. You can also ask for help. Basically, I forgot what we were talking about. Why I even said that, but Just keep that in your mind. Keep that in your back pocket, chat.
Yeah, flee and run and scream. I'm trying to help you.
No thing. I don't need your help. I need the
I
Lord.
was gonna say that when you go, you big old back, you just ate. Dang. What I was gonna say is when you flee, you get tired.
Yeah.
So flee the scene, and then by the time you get back home from fleeing the scene, you'll be tired, so you just go to sleep. And then I ain't never been trying to sit when I'm asleep.
Ever.
Yeah, so that's.
Boom.
Did I help you or no?
That was good.
Okay. So if we're gonna flee from sexual immorality, do you think that you can properly flee from sexual immorality by sharing a bedroom with sexual immorality?
With the sexual immorality. It's like, flee from sexual immorality.
Anyway.
I'm so glad I got my sexual immorality with
Yeah.
me. Like, nah, chat.
So has proximity ever put you in a situation where your commitment level wasn't ready?
Mm-hmm.
Your environment shapes your behavior. And not just spiritually, like it just does, right? Your environment just shapes your behavior. So you can't place yourself in a consistently tempting position, a consistently tempting situation, and expect consistently strong willpower. That's foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
That's fake faith, because you're pretending that, oh, the Lord got me. I can do it. I'm strong. Yeah, you're also dumb. And when you live together, you create unavoidable proximity to someone that you're attracted to with no structural accountability. I would say that also too, I probably wouldn't want to and this is different for me now. Okay. I probably wouldn't go and be with anyone that I could confidently be around all that time and stay strong. I mean, because
Yeah. Listen, we're all men here.
I'll tell you this one.
Yeah.
Y'all better keep an eye on me. I told her I done got this van now.
What does this mean?
You gotta watch out.
What does this mean?
I know where she work. I will sneak up. I'm gonna go pop out that back of that van.
Listen.
Where you at?
That's when you know you got the one. When it's like, I gotta be away from you. I counsel on you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to call the police on me. Oh. I mean, you just talking about kidnapping her, bro.
I
Like,
know, I did.
come on, man.
That's just like 100 men to get me off.
100?
100
men?
And the gorilla. the man and the gorilla was supposed to fight. Now they fighting me.
Like, what's going on over there? Oh, get him off.
He's gonna take all of them. Boy, I'm telling you, Jesus himself going to come down and release my grip. My Lord.
Oh my God. I know I said I would bless this union, but y'all tweaking.
So, thoughts?
This is all true.
If you remove the living arrangement, what would be the current status of your relationship?
Mm-hmm.
That's a question for those who are living together. If you remove the living arrangements, what would your relationship look like? Second question, what do you gain from living together without being married? Because it sounds like scariness. And I want to speak directly to the men. No, I want to speak directly to the women when I say this. If that man is living with you without committing to you, it's because he does not take you serious. My Lord, on today. And I can already foresee some women being like, they don't know my situation. They don't know. I may not know your situation, but I know his. I know him. I know a him. I know a man. If he has chosen, it's his choice to not commit to you, yet he's living with you. He doesn't respect you.
Yeah.
He doesn't respect your body. He does not think you're worth very much. You are an object to him.
More important, you're the cow. You are the cow.
Just a cow.
You're just a cow.
And what happens to cows?
They get milk.
They all get slaughtered.
Nope. Okay.
They do.
All right.
They're good for milk until they're better for meat. My God. Now,
Did you say that?
Now I'm preaching.
Did you just say that?
Like now I'm actually
what
in my
does that
bag.
even mean?
That was all right.
Good.
I'll take that little. That's a little dab.
Good. Maybe explain it first, and then we'll go back for the dab.
Yeah, that's all I got.
For milk.
Yeah, they're good for milk until they're better for meat.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel like if I had to say, it's because you're alive and you're still thriving while I'm milking you. And so it's like, nah, not even why buy the cow if the milk is free. It's like, it gets to a point where your use for me is no longer. Now it's time to go to the slaughterhouse.
Yeah, like the
Where
milk is from the inside, which you can give me
Right.
from like the emotional support and all this stuff. But
Right.
it's like after that, it's like
It gets to a
I'm a
point-
side chick. I don't,
Yeah. It gets to a point where it's slaughterhouse.
just give me your body. I
Yeah.
don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. And the next one.
Yeah. So that's my thoughts.
He said that.
For those of you guys who have been considering shacking up, don't.
Don't do it.
For a lot of reasons.
A couple divorce risk is higher. Relationship satisfaction gets lower, or marital satisfaction gets lower after
Yeah.
getting married. Not stable environment for the children. What was the last one? Something about like a relationship inertia. So like you're already in the relationship, but like bad habits were building up. But like you're already in a relationship, so the mental block to leave is already too high.
Let's talk about that. So when you're in a relationship, it's harder to see the real red flags and the real reasons that you should leave a person. Because once we've already gotten in this relationship, that's what we start thinking. We're already in the relationship.
Yeah, we're already here.
And every step that you add, every barrier that you add, getting deeper, it makes it a little bit harder to leave. What does that look like? Meeting the parents. She already met my mama.
Sure, I remember mom.
So now it's a little harder.
Dang, bro, I got all those gifts.
I already bought all those gifts. Dang.
The car's in. About the car.
Now the car is in her name.
Yeah.
Dang.
The house, the apartment,
Now
the
apartment,
lease.
She's on the lease. Now we got the same insurance.
Now we have kids together.
Yeah. And so it becomes harder. Right?
It's more tough and tough and tough and tough. Even though y'all know this is not what God ordained for your life at all.
You know she don't like because first of all, you be like you did stuff out of order, so you already know that her situation down there stinks. So
Listen, but you
like
just
you
deal with
shouldn't
it.
have knew that because you should have been in order, but because now you know now you need to leave her. That's the real word.
Is it?
Because some people don't be showering.
Yeah.
Also, I just feel like if you don't brush your teeth good, you don't deserve to be married.
You know, this is like the third time you brought that up. Do you have something you gotta say to somebody or about somebody?
No, it's not that. It's that I think that's like a big pet peeve of mine, and I think it's more common than we think. I feel like I'd be a little bit OCD with hygiene.
Yeah.
And I only feel that way because I don't feel like I'd be clean. I feel like I'm a dirty person.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not. And I really know I'm not when I look at other people. Because I'd be like, dang, you gonna go to work again without showering? Like, bro, I'm telling you, I went 2 days without showering the other day, like a couple weeks ago, maybe like last week. I think I went 2 days without showering, and I felt so dirty.
Yeah.
Like, I showered Monday morning. I didn't shower again until Tuesday night. I felt dirty. I was like, I ain't stinky.
Yeah.
I just laid in my bed like this. Yuck. I ain't stinky, stinky, winky. I actually laid in my bed again on Tuesday night and was like, I need to shower.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like I smell myself. It's not like I was really that bad. Like I had skid marks in my jaw. I probably did. That's fine. No, it's not like that. But yeah, I think I have to be OCD about like cleanliness. And then it's like you meet people, and then you kind of the more you get to know them, the more you see that like they just be dirty. But it's just like because the reason I mentioned the teeth thing last time was because I was talking about like dating and like dating multiple people, and it's like shorty found out that I took old girl to Fogo de Chao. She like, what you doing at Fogo de Chao? You took me to Yard House. Okay, but also when you drink a Slurpee, your teeth turn red. So too much plaque buildup. I have another concern. Forget Fogo de Chao. Let's take you down to Gentle Smiles. I need to take you down to Radiant. Fogo de Dentist. I need to take you to Teeth by Tina.
Yeah.
She needs to get you right.
Teeth by Tina.
Smiles by Selena. Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
I got a couple of more. Can I get
Yeah.
a couple more?
Give me one more.
Girls by Gil.
All right, there we go. One more.
I think that's all I got.
All right.
You got one?
I don't know. Dentures by Dante.
Dentures? But why we got dentures?
You don't brush your teeth.
It could be Dante does dentist. Or Dante does dental.
Does dental.
Dante do dental. No, dude. It's
Dante do dental?
Dante do dental.
Dante do dental, bro.
So here's what I'll leave you with. God didn't give you the design to control you. He gave you the design because he's already seen what happens when it breaks down. I have seen what happens when it breaks down. So this is almost a cry out to people. The question isn't whether you can make it work outside of his order. The question is, how long can you fake making it work? And why would you even want to?
Yeah.
So that's my thought. Why would you even want to do it outside of his order?
Yeah. I mean, you already have the desire, the yearn to find your person, find that
Mhm.
somebody, and kind of get into like a God ordained connection with
And I'll
them.
say, if you're even watching this, you're even proving a little bit more that you have that desire.
Exactly.
The
So might as
Lord
well
is
just
pulling on you for a reason. Follow his design, follow his structure. Okay? See
pursue
you guys
it.
next week. Love you lots.